Good morning, children. Now, today children, we are going to learn about conjunctions. Do you know what is conjunction? When two things, two sentences, two phrases, two type of opposite sentences, two contrast sentences are to be joined together, we need a word in between to connect them, to join them. That is called conjunction. Conjunction means the co-junction of two sentences, phrases, words, that is known as conjunction. Come on children, let us go through the chapter to know in more detail, right? So children, you can see some words are over here. Let's learn about conjunction. Conjunctions can be words like since, yet, and, because, for, but, until, however. This all are a single word which is joining two type of sentences, statements, you can say, together. Let us go in more detail. First of all, let us learn what is the definition of conjunction, right? A conjunction is a joiner. It is a joiner. A word, a single word that connects, means conjoins parts of a sentences. If two parts of sentences are totally different, totally opposite, to make it in a one frame, we use a word which is added in it to join that to different sentences, to opposite sentences, to different ideas together, that is known as conjunctions. That particular word which is used is known as a conjunction. A word connecting words, clauses or sentences is known as conjunctions. Now children, let us go through certain examples to learn in more detail. Okay children? The first example, the first word we are using is and. How and is used? I had a shake, that is one part, and bread for breakfast. When two things are being added, one, we are using and. So, the particular girl is having a bread also and a coffee for breakfast. Right children? Now, you can see she has two daughters and a son. Right? So, two daughters also and a son. Let us go to few more examples. Now, here we are using, in the first one we are using or, word or. Conjunctions can be, the pair of the words can be single also, and it can be two pair of words also can be used to join as the conjunctions. Shall we walk or take a bus? It is up to you. It is a choice. It is an alternative, you can say. Or is used when you have an alternative. For example, shall we walk? Shall we walk? Or what is your choice? Is there any alternative? Or the alternative is we can go in a bus. Right children? Now, the next example you see over here. I like neither tea nor coffee. So, neither and nor we are using for the negative formation of the sentences, right? So, what the lady is telling to the other lady, that I like neither tea nor coffee, means I don't like tea or coffee. Understood children? Come on. Now, let us go to the next example. We started late, yet what happened? We arrived on time. After starting late also, we arrived on time. So, yet is used over here. Now, I was so tired that I fell asleep in the chair. The reason was, what was the reason? That I felt so tired. So, what happened? I fell asleep in the chair. So, children, and, yet, or, neither nor. You can see yet, so. Sometimes we are not using that in the sentence, so we are putting that in the bracket. You can see in this sentence, I was so tired that I fell asleep in the chair. The reason of what happened afterwards, what was the result? That I fell asleep in the chair itself. Okay children, now some more detail we go. We use but to join two different or opposite ideas. Why we are using but? We are using but for joining two different or opposite ideas. Let us go through the example and see in more detail. We invited Usha. We invited Usha for the party, but she didn't come. We invited her, but she didn't come. He was ill, but cheerful. This is the opposite. After being ill also, he was cheerful. He was cheerful. So, next example children. Conjunctions are used to talk about time relationships also. There are certain words, certain conjunctions, certain words which are used for time relationships. For example, when, while, this shows the time. Whenever, as, before, after, as soon as, till, until, since, etc. This all are the words which are used about time relationships. Understood? We use where and whenever to talk about a position or place. Let us go through the example to learn in more detail. Put it back where you found it. It shows the place, that if I am taking this pen from here, I will put it back from where I have found it. So, it shows the place. So, put the pen there only from where you have found it, right. So, that is a place. You may sit wherever you like. It is your option. It is your choice. You can sit wherever you like it, right children. Now, we use so that to talk about purpose. Purpose means there is certain reason. We use so that. For example, I will give you a map. See, you can see that that is used in the bracket. Very often, yeah, very rarely we are using this that. I will give you a map so that you can get there easily. The purpose of giving you the map is so that you can go, you can reach to that particular place very easily. This is the purpose to give you the map. Let us go for some more examples children. We use because, as, since, etc. to talk about reason. Because, as, since, this all words are used to talk about the reasons. For example, she phoned the police. What was the reason to call the police? Because she lost her purse. She lost her purse, so she called the police. So, that is the reason to call the police. Since I had a lot of work to do at home, I didn't come. What was the reason not to come? Because I had lot of work at home to do. So, children, you can see the reason behind this particular sentences. As if, and, as though answer the question how. They are asking the question how. For example, do as I tell you. What to do? How to do? You do as I tell you. So, you are using the question how. How to do? You do as I tell you. She felt as if, as though she had fever. How she was feeling? She was feeling as if, as though she is having a fever. So, here again the question how is coming. Okay children. Now, the next one. when we want to contrast two statements, when we are contrasting two statements, we use though, although, even though and even if. You know, children, what is the meaning of contrast? Sometimes when we are going to a market to buy clothes, we use the contrast colors. Why? Because it looks beautiful, right? Many people like to use contrast colors. Here also, in this particular sentence also, we are using the contrast sentences with the help of few words which conjuncts together, which joins together. For example, they went out. Why they went out? What was the reason to go out? Though it was raining. Though it was raining, they went out. So, they went out one sentence, it was raining another sentence, and the contrast to attach both the sentences is though. Though it was raining, they went out. It is something very opposite, right? Although it is hard work, I enjoy the job. After doing the hard work also, after having the hard work also, I am enjoying my job very nicely. So, again it is a contrast, right children? Even if you take a taxi, you will still miss your train. Again it is a very big contrast. What is that contrast? That even though if you will go to the taxi, you will buy the taxi, then also you are not going to pick up the train on time, you are going to miss the train. So, after taking the taxi also, you are going to miss the train. Again it is a great contrast. Okay children? So, my dear children, if I say and, but, yet, as, so that, this all type of words are known as conjunctions. Conjunctions can be a single word also and a pair of word also. I hope so children, you all have understood this chapter very nicely. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Have a nice day.